Broncos country. Is Bo Nix redefining the prototype for the ideal quarterback coming out of college, going into the NFL draft? Well, I'm going to break it all down for you. Y'all be sure to hit that like. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. You know I always love that. And please consider subscribing. We're on our way to 500 subs. We're growing every day. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys. With COVID happening a few years ago, you get the extra eligibility. And now with the NIL, you're starting to get or see quarterbacks that are getting paid more and more to where, hey, it's better to stay an extra year and see if you can improve your draft stock rather than being like a day 3 undrafted guy, right? You got the opportunity to make more money your last couple of years of college, possibly, than if that's where you're going to go with your NFL draft choice or draft spot. Now, Bo Nix is a really interesting case because we haven't seen like a ton of 24-year-old quarterbacks regarded as a first-round pick in the NFL draft. And I think that this is really interesting because Bo Nix has the opportunity, if he is successful in the NFL, whether that's with the Broncos or somebody else, he has the opportunity to kind of redefine what is the best path for a college quarterback to take. Not very often do you see a quarterback stay all 5 years, in this case with COVID, and then regarded as a possible first-round draft pick. And I think there are some things going in his favor that other quarterbacks are going to take notice of that are coming through the college ranks on, hey, maybe I should display a little bit more patience with my development and taking time in college, because if Bo Nix hits, if he ends up being a good quarterback, and I'm not saying like elite, I'm not saying top 10, but hey, can he be a top 16 quarterback, a top half quarterback in the NFL? I think you're going to see some other quarterbacks start to fall along in his path with a few of these things. And what are these things? Number one, playing as much as you can in college. That could be the best for your development ever. He is possibly setting a new trend. 61 starts in college. We've never seen this before. Somebody who has started from the quarterback position in that amount of games. He's had the opportunity to be in 5 different offensive systems. And because he's had the opportunity to be in college for so long, I think it's pretty evident, especially with his time at Oregon, the game has really slowed down for him. I think if you look at what he's done in his first year at Oregon compared to his second year, you saw him take even a further step in his pre-snap reads, his ability to get rid of the ball early, and the type of throws that he was making. Again, guys, if you haven't seen my video, Bo Nix, one of my earlier videos, Bo Nix threw the most passes from the line of scrimmage to 20 yards in the center of the field more than any other college quarterback did this past year. That's regarded, as a day 1, day 2 guy. Okay. Incredible. He's making throws all over the field. Now, he still has to work on his footwork. That's very apparent. But you can see the cerebral aspect for Bo Nix has really started to take hold. He started to get things. Things started to click with him a little bit more the more time he spent in college. And I think with how the NFL has been mainly, it's still this way a lot of the time, is, hey, the guy might not have the most refined ability to play the position yet, but we project him to become a very good quarterback. We even see that with a guy that I'm still a fan of, J.J. McCarthy, but I got to be honest. Every single day I'm getting more on this Bo Nix train, all right? Because Bo Nix has proven it. Bo Nix played 5 different offensive systems, okay? He's shown the ability to grasp concepts, understand different ways of playing, develop true rhythm and timing, and understand what's going on in the game. And I think we see a lot of these guys in the first round drafted on potential. Let's talk about Mitchell Trubisky, okay? We can talk about, one of our guys, Paxton Lynch from forever ago. Trey Lance, a guy that I think had less than 10 starts in college football, but drafted number 3 overall because of what he can become. And I think more often than not, we see a lot of these inexperienced quarterbacks, guys who haven't had a lot of starts or maybe started for a year, not really pan out at at a level in which guys are able to start for at least 2, 3 full seasons. And I think that Bo Nix, again, has the chance to redefine how some of these quarterbacks approach their pro career because they might. Who cares that they're a little bit older? We have quarterbacks play into their late 30s now, okay? Maybe even early 40s, depending on just how amazing they are, okay? But I'm not going to start to say that that's the norm. But we have quarterbacks playing to the late 30s now. So is it better for them to take their time to really become adjusted to the college game, to become veterans there, to allow the game to slow down for them so that when they come to the NFL, there's not as big of a leap that they're needing to make? Or they've been relied on for their last year or two in college to be able to audible, to make checks at the line. They're developing in their ability to read defenses, right? So this is very interesting. Again, we haven't seen guys 24 years old often regarded as a first round pick at the quarterback position. And this could be a chance to redefine that. I know with NIL, quarterbacks might be more incentivized to stay longer because you can make more money theoretically from staying in college than maybe you could as, a day 3 NFL draft pick, right? And you might see players take advantage of their opportunity. I think at somewhat of a same level, a guy like Spencer Rattler has the ability to prove this as well. A guy who's just a few months younger than Bo Nix, and he's going to be 24 by the time the NFL season starts. So he has another opportunity to prove that, hey, staying in college as long as you can to take on more, to learn more, to allow the game to slow down for you can be incredibly beneficial and help your hit rate, so to speak, more at the NFL level. So I want to know what y'all think about this. And do you think that we could see a new trend start to happen with the age of these quarterbacks that are coming out, with guys starting to take a little bit more or show a little bit more patience with their development in college before they get to the NFL? I think Bo Nix is a great case study for this because, again, 61 starts in college football never happens. Never happens. It's never happened, rather. So, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think we'll see a new trend happen after this year? Heck, let's throw Michael Penix into this as well. I mean, 6 years in college, right? Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, please consider subscribing. We're on our way to 500. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this. And as always, y'all, go Broncos.